30 seconds to air.
Lee, follow the noise. Okay, here we go. Good luck, everybody.
Here he is, the Wizard of Wall Street himself.
The name is Lee Gates. Without risk, there is no reward. IBIS Clear Capital. Folks, there isn't a better bet out there. Not bonds, not IRAs.
What can I tell you? I'm in love.
Thank you very much. The name is Lee Gates. The show is Money Monster.
Money Monster, the show, is pretty ridiculous. I mean, it's a financial news show, but there's lots of props and old movie clips and lots of bells and whistles so that he can sell you products, and those products are financial products.
I know you're wondering, should I sell? Should I unload? Well, you know what I'm going to say to you.
Roll balls.
Roll some balls, man. Man up.
Good.
There's a cynicism that sort of just reeks through all of these shows. When you watch the guys sitting behind desks telling you where to put your money, and when you do it and you lose it, they go, well, that's what happens.
If you bought IBIS stock, you got kicked in the nuts. So quit whining, get up off the mat, we're gonna get back in the ring, and we're gonna start swinging again.
We love the idea of the world of money and how it's gotten out of control. We love the idea of when things go wrong, you actually don't really understand what it is that went wrong and how the little guy can get screwed. And I thought those were really interesting themes.
You went on TV, you said it was safe, and it was a computer glitch. A glitch! A glitch! What the hell does that even mean? You see, you don't even know. I'm not stupid, Lee, I told you.
The character really sort of came into focus when George signed on. And he had a lot of opinions about what kind of person he wanted to play and really strengthening the arc, and he encouraged us to go as far as we were comfortable going.
And, you know, he's played so many different characters, but I think he'd never really tackled anything quite like this.
Let's talk market movers and shakers.
I do not envy George with the talking really fast, and he's got all these props and alarms are going off. He's gonna call a triple.
Let's go all the way, whole hog, and make it a rare triple buy.
Backgrounds are changing, graphics are being laid down. It was a sort of brilliant dance between him, the camera people, the graphics people, the video people.
Just because we cut almost mean, I was letting him walk out of my shot. Out of the shot, yeah.
He really has to inhabit somebody who has a very particular skill set, and he has to have a personality, a persona that is familiar enough that if we don't know him, we know exactly who that guy's supposed to be.
And on the first day of shooting, George's idea was, I think you should come in with a dance. So we really worked that into the script.
I mean, there wasn't really that much choreography. I just said, you know, let's go. And the girls are these sort of great dancers, and I just said, I'm going to do some really dumb dances, and you follow. And they were like, okay, this is going to be really terrible, and it was.
I know he thinks he looks like a jackass, and I'm not saying he doesn't, but he's quite a good dancer.
To see him do that ridiculous dance was fantastic.
CDE comment marker. It's interesting because Lee's character, he's been at this long enough. He's lost touch with his own responsibility. I think he's kind of just out there doing his shtick at this point.
You know, Lee has to face that he's been unconscious and that he's been kind of lost in a sleep. And when he sees this Kyle, he sees that in some ways this guy's a mirror of himself.
By the end, he finds his heart and finds a connection to somebody that he never thought he would.
He realizes that, you know, he was just a mouthpiece for them, and they would tell him whatever they wanted him to say. You know, he woke up one day and realized he was the guy that was getting laughed at, and I think finally that didn't register very well.
From moment one when we got the script 6 years ago, you know, in our minds, if we were lucky enough, it was always going to be George Clooney playing Lee Gates, so that was never anybody else.
George lives in that world where he represents so much to so many people, and he does know the power of that.
George has the charisma, he can grab an audience, and I think that that was really important for the character.
If you read the script, he takes exactly what's on the page and brings it to life in a way that it's just fun to watch.
I'm having fun. Working with George too, he looks like he's having fun, I dare say. I felt certainly encouraged by his generosity as an actor. He's always there for you.
I've been a huge fan of his work, both as an actor and a director, and I have a huge amount of respect for him. He's been fantastic, and it's amazing working with him.
Lee Gates is kind of a metaphor in some ways for what it feels like to be an actor. There's part of you that's the showman, and part of you that knows how to manipulate and understands the power of media.
I want you to ask yourself, what is a life worth to you? What's my life worth?
I think that George was really able to bring the nuance of that He's a movie star who quietly is unafraid to look at the darker sides of himself.
Our whole mantra for the last 20 years has been make the films you want to see. And this was one I'd like to see.